A penny stock. Woo! It's been a while. A penny stock that I think is about to become undervalued due to a few different reasons. Investors over-exaggerating the negative earnings that previously came out in March of 2024 on ticker symbol NGLD, Nevada Canyon Gold Corp. This stock is sitting only at $2.40, and I'm going to explain to you what I see right now. But before I do that, make sure to like the video and drop a comment if you own NGLD or will be buying some. Again, just to disclose, nothing I say is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. We've talked about Nevada Canyon Gold Corp in the past, and it does have high correlation to gold, in which we're going to talk a little bit about later on in the video. But as you guys can see, this thing got a nasty sell-off. We're sitting on the weekly time frame from this fib level around $3.20 all the way down to $2.40, and I think it's going to come down right where my indicator is giving us a price target. Now, you saw a pattern break on this rising channel here, and my indicator is giving us a price target of around $1.70. I think as soon as this stock comes down to $1.75 to $1.70, it's going to be undervalued and it won't hang out there for a while. You saw it wick down back here, make higher highs, higher lows, wick down back here, make higher highs, higher lows, wick down right here. And if it is coming to do it once again, you could even see the bottom around 240, which is where we're trading at right now. Now, 100 days out, my custom indicator is playing out some sort of pattern right here that would essentially bring the stock up over 70% right above $4 by October, November. And then essentially way higher up to around $7 to $8 in 2026, 2027, which would be a huge gain if you did end up holding. Now, another reason I think it's going to be undervalued, Nevada Canyon signs Pike's Peak Royalty Agreement. Nevada Canyon is pleased to announce it has signed through its wholly owned subsidiary, Nevada Canyon LLC, a binding purchase agreement to acquire 2% net smelter return royalties on the Pikes Peak project located in Mineral County, Nevada. Now, Walker River Resources Corp announced the commencement of a reverse circulation drill program on the Lapon Canyon project, which holds potential interest for Nevada Canyon Gold Corp due to a royalty ownership in which we just covered. The company has released a simplified version of the news highlighting its involvement and may continue to update investors with similar information in the future. However, the forward-looking statements in the release come with usual caveats of not being guarantees of the future performance and subject to various risks, uncertainties, and assumptions, yada, yada, yada. What they're talking about here is there is a huge mining project that is about to kick off. Walker River Resources and Nevada Canyon just got their foot in the door on basically anything that this company is going to find in their project, right? Walker River owns 100% undivided interest in the project, consisting of 36 unpatented lode mining claims identified as the Pikes Peak claims group situated in Mineral County, and the project hosts significant historical mining activity, numerous shafts, so on and so forth. In a copper gold environment at Pikes Peak, a regional sampling program by Walker River values. You can go down the list and it shows that some things may be extremely important for future potential of the company. Now, if we come take a look at Nevada Canyon Gold Corp's financials, yes, the last earnings wasn't that good, but if you take a look at these short-term assets to liabilities, it's only $10.25 million in assets compared to $1.31 million in liabilities. So we're trying to look at the brighter side here. Now, they have low to no political risks, as they do not operate in unstable countries. They have extensial connections in mineral property acquisitions and so on and so forth. They have low operating overhead with no mining operations requiring them to contribute to capital costs, exploration costs, environmental costs, or any other operating costs of that matter. And they don't compete with successful and larger royalty companies, but is a source of royalty deals for them, in which I wanted to bring up their correlation to gold as a whole. If you take a look back here, when gold bottomed before rallied, NGLD did the same thing just 300 days later. The previous cycle, and this span has been shrinking, the previous cycle from the low to the high, NGLD decided it wanted to move 134 days later. And then recently, from hitting the low on gold to NGLD hitting its lows, it was 93 days, in which if you think gold is still going to rise, which is likely in the near future, seeing weaker US currency, weaker currency as a whole, other currencies being implemented, so on and so forth, something physical is going to be important. Here are all the projects that they are working in right now, exploration accelerator projects, and they have royalties and streaming portfolio with these companies right here. Now, the recent updates on this company for year of 2024, they announced appointment of new directors. They signed the Lapon Canyon royalty agreement, and then in June, the month we're in now, Drilling began on that agreement in that project where they own royalties, and then they finally signed some more agreements. So this company is doing great moving forward, and I potentially see their revenues growing, and I see it as an overreaction and potentially an undervalued penny stock. Overall, guys, let me know your thoughts on NGLD, Nevada Canyon Gold Corp, in the comments down below. Again, this is a sponsored video, so make sure to do your own due diligence. Thank you, Sideways Frequency, for sponsoring today's video. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.